of Stockton-on-Tees, population 180,000, and like many others, bracing itself against recession. Its council wants to help, so procurement officers such as Martin Skipsey have devised a new scheme to help business.
The council spends approximately £160 million a year on external goods, services and works, of which currently about £30 million goes to local businesses as we stand. So clearly we wanted to increase that and see if we can increase that figure to a higher value. And one of the ideas that we had was about trying to ask them to register their presence and tell us a little bit about their business, so that we had a source of information of local businesses, so we could turn to them when we had a need.
A refurbished cafe in one of Stockton's parks, but this stopover is not only for visitors to the park, but their dogs too.
There's a lot of dog walkers that go in the park, so we thought we'll introduce a dog ball and a biscuit, and then ask the dogs to come and bring along their owners.
Both stories were identified and delivered to the local press for publication as part of training days run by the council for middle managers as part of a Raising Standards programme. Over 2 half-days, almost 200 staff participated in a unique exercise developed in conjunction with the Public Affairs Bureau, who offer media training.
Yeah, well, we've just been struggling with the idea of how to get some positive news stories out about what we do, when we believe that what we do is very interesting, very important, and we want people to understand what we're about and what we do. And we're keen just to get our people around the organisation and just looking at what they do and thinking that it is of interest, getting that story into our communications team, and then we can get it out there to the wider world.
Participants had been asked to bring along a story from their department, to which were added breaking stories. The scene was set for the day by describing what makes a good story and quoting some famous observations. Divided into groups or newsrooms, participants were then asked to write introductions and headlines for their stories and prioritise them in news schedules. The session also included a presentation from the local newspaper.
I think it's brilliant for a couple of reasons, really. First of all, it generates a lot of good news stories for us, and we're always looking out for that. And secondly, it gives me an opportunity to get before a team of managers of a local authority, explain what the newspaper is about, explain what our principles are, and build some trust to our mutual benefit. I think many regional newspapers actually promote a very positive agenda, and it's a good opportunity to get before managers with lots of influence to explain to them that we want to talk about good news stories and give the balance to the paper.
Reaction to the training days and their impact on helping the council sustain its reputation was very positive.
I think it was really good. It was fun, and it was good to think of something else rather than the mundane things of what we do every day. It was looking at the lighter side, if you like, and what people throughout the council had done without even realising it, the feel-good factor.
I think it's a really good, useful day to have. It really gives a good understanding for managers about how the media works, how the local media works in particular. And I think there's a real advantage for editors to get involved in that as well and to talk about their own position.
Well, I think we're all in a similar situation in local government, and therefore what we learnt is applicable to any other authority, really, and I think everyone can learn something based on the event that we attended. We're very proud of some of the innovative things that we've done at Stockton, and we like to think that we lead the way sometimes, and I think this is just another example of where we've thought a little bit outside the box, as it were, and are doing something different.
Nobody thought that there was anything newsworthy in what they did. What we found today is that's absolutely not the case, and I think people have come along and been surprised at themselves, surprised at how interested their colleagues are in what they do, and have thought, by looking at what they do from a public angle, have realised that it is of interest.
Now these training days are being offered to other local authorities who want to help more employees spot positive stories and improve public appreciation of council services.